Hello everyone. Through this presentation, I shall take you through my project, Tale of Bombay Talkies. Films are two-dimensional visuals with an illusion of the third dimension, where the viewer feels transported to another time and space while watching it. Bombay Talkies, being one of the oldest film studios, has been a pillar to the Indian cinema. However, over a period of time, the company has shut down, leaving a structure in its compound abandoned. The idea of abandonment was understood by first exploring the city and identifying the spaces which had little or no human interaction. The spaces were captured in the frames and were then interpreted into models depicting emotion in them. Over the semester, the storyboard guided in evolving and visualizing a design, keeping the idea of abandonment. The aspect of past, present, and future played a major role, suiting the setting of the space. Now I shall narrate you my story, which is set in the city of Mumbai. Mumbai has always been a home to the film industry. In the suburban region of the city lies Bombay Talkies, one of the oldest film studios of Bollywood. Traveling through the wide streets of Mumbai, surrounded by high-rise buildings, Mishi entered into the compound of Bombay Talkies. Narrow streets with clustered door-eye structures and the crowd moving in a hustle was what caught her eye. She made her way through the crowd to move further in the interior, only to find herself standing across the temple. Standing across the temple, she wondered where Bombay Talkies was, as she was already in the compound as per the navigation. But all she could see was dense small industries spreading far and wide. She started walking further inside along the street, asking a few where Bombay Talkies was. But most of the replies she received was that they were unaware of any such structure that even existed. After a long, confused walk, she reached where she saw a tall structure that seemed to have frozen in time right in front of her. Walls made of stone, which arched openings on it, spoke of its time. The wall had cracks from where plants had started sprouting through them. The central curved wall, with three arched door openings, let the heavenly rays to be casted on the ground. That's when Mishi realized that the structure was missing its roof. May I help you? Said an elderly male voice behind her. As she turned, she saw a man standing behind her, looked like he was in his 80s. Hi, my name is Joseph. Are you looking for something? He asked. Mishi explained him about her curiosity to explore such places and that today she wanted to see Bombay Talkies. Mr. Joseph insisted in helping her around. Through the opening, they entered into the interior, which was open to sky, surrounded by four walls with arched openings on it. The floor was covered in garbage and wild grass, growing over and around it. Though she could see the industry buildings around, but the walls gave her a feeling of isolation, isolation which felt calm. Mishi, did you know there used to be a floor on top with a grand staircase connecting the floor? But the fire demolished the first floor and the stairs, and this is what was left behind. As they moved on the right, they saw a huge opening on the wall, which led them to a space under the canopy. The canopy was balanced on columns with a smooth finish and ornamentation on the top. Mr. Joseph explained to her that during the shooting, this place used to turn into a frame for capturing a grand entry for the actor. It certainly felt grand, and the feeling was elevated when she noticed the sharp light and shadow that was cast because of the arched openings. Moving through the wall connecting the central area, they entered into a space which seemed to be like a balcony. The railing with the carved details spoke of its time. This place, earlier open towards the lush green trees around, which is now taken over by the dense industries. The balcony that was then covered with creepers was where many intimate scenes of the artist were captured, said Mr. Joseph. Mishi was now curious to know how Mr. Joseph knew so much about the place, but her thoughts were disturbed when she realized she was already back to the place she had entered the building from. Mr. Joseph turned towards Mishi, handing her an old camera, and said, Mishi, the place has been left by the city since so many years, and no one wants to look at it again. I have lived the glorious days of Bombay talkies. I was a cameraman who helped elevate the famous characters of Bollywood in history. People back then connected themselves to the films through the emotions. But the downfall of the company and the fire that burnt everything, left me jobless. I wish to see this place bloom like before. I count on you. He asked her to see the place through the lens and understand what Bombay Talkies really wants. Miss she turned towards the building, only to now explore what the police asked for through the broken lens. As she looked through the lens, the building had transformed itself, retaining its identity of the four walls with multiple openings within it. As Miss started noticing the changes, she saw the new concrete steps that led her to the curved wall entry. But reaching near the entry, she realized the railing resting upon the concrete blocks blocked her way. Through the opening, she could see multiple wooden columns which allowed her to capture interior images, but only in parts. Mishi was now curious to explore what the interior had transformed into. Confused where to find her way to the entrance, she saw a little girl, beautifully dressed, waving at her, asking to follow her. As she moved ahead to follow this girl, she found herself walking on the plinth of the bill. The windows gave her glimpses of interior. There she saw the girl waiting for her below the old balcony, resting herself upon one of the broken columns. The place which provided a grand entry to the actor in past now welcomed the city with a sense of grandeur. But she realized the girl had again disappeared. As she entered from the arched openings on the old wall, the wooden columns welcomed her. The floor beyond the columns had submerged into the floor in form of steps and a stage in between. Mishi, let's keep going, the girl called. Mishi noticed the elevated platform was where the girl was standing, along with her fellow friends, dancing below the jali roof that created patterns on the wall and the floor. The patterns created by the light and the shadow reminded her of the ornamentation she had noticed earlier on the walls. Moving through the platform following the girl, she was intrigued that the sound of the gungroos of the girls had captured the atmosphere, which called out for all to dance along with them. When she realized she had reached back to the curved wall, which was an illusion for the entry, but this time she was exploring it from the inside. The concrete blocks were where the people were sitting, discussing, and sketching. The wooden columns guided her way ahead. These columns had frames which displayed the various memories that had been captured of the events that must have been conducted here. In the space between these columns was where she saw a lady who had set her stall to sell small antiques she had made. Come on, shouted the girl standing on the wooden staircase that had emerged, leading her onto the top floor above the built structure on the corner of the space. The openings on the roof of the room on the floor above projected light onto the walls where the history of Bombay talkies was captured and displayed. She heard the door bang behind her while she was still exploring the history. She realized the girl had moved ahead and was asking her to move along. The path led to a balcony again, with jolly roof on top projecting the pattern she had seen before. She noticed few people practicing a scene, maybe of some drama on the pockets of the balcony as she moved forward. The staircase led to her highest raised platform. The platform connected her back to the city from where she could see the industries with high rise buildings that stood behind. She realized she was at the end of the journey she was on, but the girl was not there. As she moved towards seeing the interior from the platform, she noticed the girl performing on the center of the space. The spectators had captured their seats on the steps to enjoy the grace of the performance. The room of the built structure in the column had opened their windows where the musicians sat to play along. That's when Mr. Joseph tapped her shoulder, which brought Mishi back to the reality from the vision of the lens, only to realize she had never set herself on the journey of the new structure. The structure was back to its abandoned phase. That's when Mr. Joseph said, Mishi, you saw what this place asked for. The place waits for its people to experience and celebrate the spaces like how its movies made them do earlier. It's now your responsibility to make it happen. Mishi, I count on you. Thank you so much.